Hey there, thank you for joining me on another video here on my YouTube channel. My name is Alex Hernandez, and I am your personal professor to help you figure out all these issues that we have to deal with, whether it's credit cards, bankruptcy, car loans, mortgages, so you can take those steps towards financial freedom. Now, what I'm going to talk about today in today's video, pretty simple. Car repossessions are up from 1 year to today. Basically, it's been up 23%. There's still the COVID effect. I've talked about that endless amount of times that we're seeing the effects of COVID and all these issues where income was reduced drastically. Creditors maybe gave a forbearance where you didn't have to pay your credit cards or your card payments for a few months at a time. But at some point that catches up with us, and we're seeing those effects now. So it brings up the question: should you buy a car now or should you wait? Car prices don't seem like they're going down anytime soon, but what is going down is interest rates. I did publish a video on this a couple days ago on the mortgage interest rates, and I showed how just a drop of like 0.330 on a mortgage will save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest payments. And it's the same thing when it comes to cars. Keep watching the interest rates. If you're ready to go out there shopping, hold on, do your research to try to figure out. The rates did drop, but it's possible they drop again next month. So just do your research, because the difference between 6.25 and 6.0 is going to be a few dollars at the end of the month, which adds up at the end of the year. And more importantly, interest payments alone, you're going to save thousands of dollars. So do your research. Every time that I see that the interest rates drop, I always post it on my Twitter account and Facebook, etc., to let everybody else know that this might be the right opportunity for you. Now, what happens if you are in a situation where the car has been repossessed? Well, understand that legally, a voluntary repo versus involuntary, there's really no difference. At the end of the day, you're still liable for the original terms of that contract. That's what we call a deficiency balance. So let's say what happens here is I owe $20,000 on the car. They took the car back, involuntary or voluntary, doesn't make a difference, and they sell it at auction for 10 grand. Guess what? You still owe $10,000 on that. Now, it is possible, it's not a given, that the creditor, the auto loan lender, will just say, you know what, we're not going to pursue you, but then they will issue a 1099, and then now on your taxes, it says you earn $10,000 more. One day I will be wise enough in my old age. You see, I've got the white beard here going, where how not paying debt equals income. I've never understood that one, other than my experience that the lobbyists for the financial industry, they're really pursuing the interests of their clients, which is the big companies out there, Chase, Bank of America, etc. Versus who do we have? You don't really have anybody, because again, how does debt become income? I don't know. I cannot go to a buy a car and say, look, I had $10,000 more in income, and say, no, that's $10,000 debt that they've converted into a 1099. So yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Now, whether we're talking about involuntary or voluntary, how does this affect Chapter 7? Well, in Chapter 13, understand that if you are behind on your car payments and you do want to keep your car, Chapter 7 will never protect you. Chapter 7 does not allow you to pay back the arrears like Chapter 13 does, which is for the next 3 to 5 years. Now, the way that works is just simple enough. What are the arrears? In my example, let's say you were falling behind on your car payments. Let's do easy math. $500 times 3 months, it's $1,500. And you say you want to keep your car, then those $1,500, you can't see the one there, gets paid back over 3 to 5 years. Now, with that as well, you got to continue making your regular monthly payment of $500. That's why Chapter 13 is known as a wage earners plan. And if you cannot prove you earn sufficient income to pay back your debts according to the bankruptcy plan, then Chapter 13 isn't going to work. You might have to do Chapter 7, surrender the car, and then wipe out that debt with a Chapter 7. That's why Chapter 7 at times is known as liquidation. Okay. As always, if you have any questions or comments about these issues and what's going on with the interest rates, feel free to follow me on Twitter. When I see that there's a price drop, an interest rate drop, I always post that. If you're paralegals or legal study students using my textbook in your courses, feel free also to come on into my channel, write some comments and sections below. I'll be more than happy to help you out so you can get that A. I want everybody, as a professor, I want everybody to get an A. But for those of you not taking courses and not taking these paralegal courses, feel free, likewise, to leave a question or a comment. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you like it, if you like this video as well. I always say, and I did it yesterday, I'm going to put that little subscribe thing that pops up on the screen. I always forget to do that. I'm probably going to forget to do it now. So that's why in the description I always reference just subscribe because I forget to do these things. I'm a lawyer. I'm not I'm not a movie producer. I'm not a video editor. What can I do? I'm doing my best. Okay. So, again, questions or comments, reach out to me. I'll put all this information in the description below. And feel free to follow me on Twitter or Facebook. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a good rest of your week. Be safe and start watching those interest rates to see if now's the time you should make a move, whether it's with car loans or mortgages. All right. Take care, everyone. See you at the next video.